Holy! What's good, everybody? It's your boy Roman Plus here with another weapon by weapon comparison for Genshin Impact. We're going to go over the one, the only Raiden Shogun is the focus here. And we're going to look at the two weapons consisting of her most popular weapons. And obviously the two that are probably the best on her are going to be her Engulfing Lightning, which I have. R1 just is what it is. And they're both level 80, as well as the catch. Jeez, I couldn't even think of it for a second. As well as the catch, which is level 80, have an R5. And we're going to compare side by side the damage numbers to see which one's better, which one's worse, and figure out what is optimal. Obviously, one's kind of a whale option, one's kind of a free to play, but it's kind of to determine whether the weapon is truly worth it, given we're on her banner currently as we are. So with that, you guys, let's dive in. Let's take a look. Also, catch me streaming live on Twitch a couple days a week, as well as I will be streaming on YouTube. We're going to be starting that a little bit, a couple days a week. So be sure to check out the description for the Twitch. I would truly appreciate it. If not, that's fine too. But let's dive in and jump into it. All right, as per usual, guys, we're at our normal Pyro Flower, where I love to do the testing. Yes, the damage numbers will be huge because the Pyro Flower is not even that big, but let me show you what I'm going to be working with first here. Now, initially, at head start, we're going to have our 4 emblem as usual. That's what you want on her. That's going to be the best. We'll try it without artifacts if we want to, but for now I'm going to do a side by side with these two. I like to have the artifacts set. It just kind of shows what we're actually going to have. Here's my R1 Engulfing Lightning, level 80 as I said. Now we're going to get intact increase by 28% of energy recharge over the base 100%. You can gain a maximum bonus of 80% attack. Gain 30% energy recharge for 12 seconds after using the elemental burst. Now this is over 100%, so basically what this means, for those of you that aren't positive what this means, when you have your energy recharge, I have 232%. Basically, subtract 100% from whatever this is, and that's how much you're going to get based off of that percentile. So, attack is increased by 28% of the energy recharge, so whatever 28% is of 132%, because we're going to subtract 100 from this, and that's going to give us our total number of what that increased attack is. So 20-something%, I think that comes out to 20 some odd, 30 some odd percent attack bonus, which I'll probably throw that up on the screen, but that gives us that, and you can only cap out at 80. So just keeping that in mind, so you don't want to overcap, otherwise you'll have diminishing returns, which will result in poor performance. So Raiden Shogun is fantastic. I actually have pretty good crit rate, crit damage. The crit rate could use work, but you know, we're doing with what I have, and then the crit damage is actually pretty solid. So it's actually pretty nutty because this weapon does not give her that. Now let's do a side-by-side comparison of the two weapons themselves. Engulfing Lightning, we have base attack 532, we have 449. These are level 80, and I know at level 90 there'll be difference, but for now, you're missing a whole whopping 80 base attack, which is actually a very large amount in my opinion. That is kind of a big difference, so keep that in mind as you're running it. But granted, this is a free-to-play weapon, so keep that in mind as well. Now, competing with this, the substat, you have energy recharge is 50%, only 41%. So you're also missing a little bit of energy recharge. It's only 9%, but it is not the make or break deal, because it's not going to be adding too much of a difference between your actual passive here as it is. So this basically gives you attack, and then this kind of focuses on your elemental burst. So really, the overall DPS you're probably going to be looking at is most likely we're going to be hitting the Engulfing Lightning. It's probably going to be increasing your DPS. We'll try to check the numbers, and we'll crunch a little bit at the end. And this is going to be pretty much primarily your burst. So this is mainly what you use her for when you need a support. That's probably going to be your go-to. But if you want a more main DPS, you probably want to be using something like this if you want to use Raiden as a DPS. And if you got her C2, well, I don't know, you probably could have gotten this instead, but that's fine. We're not going to go there. But if you have her C2 for whatever reason and don't have her weapon, you probably can use one of Homa is probably your go-to. It's up to you. But let's dive in and look at Engulfing Lightning against the Pyro Regivine. I'm probably going to use Kokomi against this kid just to test at first, just so I can melt the shield. I can definitely use the Electro.
Illusion shattered.
Alright, get rid of the shield first, per usual. Now, Homeboy's going to still do this. Let's check our attack. We have 14, 10, 23. Not bad. Not bad. That was pretty good number. Was that 8k? I think it was 8k. Not bad on the E. We'll see what my burst is. 53, 904. Not bad. Not bad. I do believe that is a crit right there. Alright, you guys, we're diving in with the catch. Let's see. It took me so long to R5. This thing is not even, like, funny. This thing should have had this R5 for quite a while now, but I didn't. Alright, let's look at the basic attacks. 11, 800. So your basic attack's obviously significantly lower, as you can tell. Your Electro, 6k. Let's see. 51. Okay, so honestly, the burst is not too far off. I'm going to be honest. It's actually kind of nutty with your basic attacks, your overall If 75 was that, I think it was actually kind of a crit, so that was kind of nutty. I truly love it. Dude, she's actually so insane. Honestly, the catch actually competes and is one of the best free-to-play weapons in the game. I think this actually competes with it very well. With the engulfing lightning, it is relatively close on this one. So we're going to look at a little bit more DPS. I kind of want to get the burst on the engulfing lightning at the beginning, and we'll see where that happens to show up, because those are obviously very close. So let's do one more test just to compare, so we can have a few extra numbers to see what we're working with. All right, you guys, here we're going to test the burst on the engulfing lightning, because you guys didn't really get to see it the very first time. So I just kind of wanted to demonstrate a little bit of the overall DPS. We're going to be able to see and kind of calculate what the full difference is on these two. All right, we popped him. All right, so that's typical 8k on this. Let's see what this hits for. Nice 51. So they're about even. So look at the basic attacks. About 3, 5, 6. When you get a little crit. Jeez, oh my gosh, she meltates that stuff. But granted, wow, the power creep in this game, a little bit noticeable. A little bit, given the new enemies that we have. But that is our Raiden. 8k on this. Let's see what this hits for. Shogun, Diffy, as you can see the burst, they're actually relatively very close, given the items. Wow, R5 catch is actually insane. So if you do not have it or have not grinded it out, where is this guy? Holy moly, right here, dude. Xiangling, first of all, is fantastic on her. So if you already have the engulfing lightning and you have the catch as well, and Xiangling is actually a go-to to put that on her in case you're unaware of that. And engulfing lightning is pretty nice. Obviously at R5 the engulfing lightning will get even more insane, because all of these numbers will double here, which is kind of crazy. So just keep that in mind, that you will, in R5, nothing will probably compete with the character's own R5 weapon, because it's just actually insane. Even the Vortex Vanquisher is still the best on Zhongli at R5, better than Homa. So just keep that a little peace of mind. It's just crazy how that works, actually. But the catch, definitely worth it. If you have it, R4, like, it's missing the base damage. The only cons are just the base damage and the energy recharge. You're just missing, like, simple stats that the other engulfing lightning just gives you. So that's really the only difference. But overall, main DPS probably doesn't differ too much. So just keep that in mind. And that's our comparison. All right, you guys, that is our comparison for Raiden Shogun for the engulfing lightning and the catch. I hope that was helpful at all. If you learned something, then cool. If you didn't, that's fine too. Let me know down below if you'd like me to compare some items for different characters and different weapons. I'd be down to try it, whatever I can and whatever I have. Hopefully I have it. And if I don't have it leveled up, then I'll definitely work towards leveling it up, because I'm kind of getting stocked on a bunch of resources. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check me out streaming live on Twitch. It's down in the description if you're into that. If not, that's fine too. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm your boy Rumpus. I'm going to be taking off. Yeah, holy peace, beautiful people.